Hi friends, today I'm going to offer you an exercise that helps to open up the space in the shoulder joints. I've shown you a few other shoulder joint exercises lately, so this is just another one, another way in, specifically to stretch the area where the insertion point of the arm goes into the torso. This is a really good one to do just to create, like, especially if you kind of feel not just going up but sort of in, like if you feel a lot of tension in this way, like shoulder blades together, this is a really nice one to open that up. It's also, I sometimes call it my yoga parlor trick because it's pretty cool to watch what happens to your arms. It's also just a beautiful metaphor because, and I'll talk about it while we're doing it, but the idea is that we're stretching in a way that we have a little bit of ache, but no pain. So we're stretching kind of out of our comfort zone, and then to see what happens when we let ourselves be a little bit out of our comfort zone, but not to the place of sharpness or pain, how much can really open up. So we'll get a test point first by just taking your arms and stretching them out. And you should look, and your hands should be probably pretty much even, the fingertips kind of even with one another. Or maybe a very slight variation, but mostly, for the most part, probably the arms are about even, okay? Then we're going to take the right hand, place it on like over the heart, and let your fingers kind of wrap inside the inside of the armpit. So you're not going to be pulling with the arm, but you just have the hand there to stabilize the joint. And then take your left arm and stretch it directly out. Now you want the shoulder, the elbow, and the hands to be all in one line, so your arms aren't up like this or down like this, but straight out. And you want to have the shoulder right above the hip and down away from the ear, so not like this or like this, okay? So then from there, you might close your eyes and just imagine that the left fingertips are touching the wall on the left side of the room. So just stretching the arm out, breathing and stretching. And just imagine it getting longer and longer. And then when you're ready, you're going to turn the palm upward and the inside of the elbow upward. Now, if that causes pain, sharpness or pain, come back to how it was. Otherwise, turn it upward. You might feel a little ache there, and that's okay. And stretch it a little bit more. You don't have to go any further than this, but if you want to keep going, you could turn the palm back down and then turn it the other way. So the palm now faces up towards the ceiling, but in opposite rotation. Again, if that causes pain, come out, but it's okay if there's a little bit of ache there. Continue to breathe, stretching it, visualizing it touching the opposite wall. Take one more breath, and then let it go. And then just for fun, look, can you see how much longer it is? So my left hand is literally like a half a finger length longer than my right. So, and then just relax the arm so you can feel, you might even feel kind of tingling or movement down the arm. And we'll do the same on the opposite side. So you're going to take your left arm, or right arm rather now, stretch it out. Take your left hand to the right side of the chest, fingers wrapped in the armpit. Same thing, visualize the fingers touching the opposite wall, just stretching. Keep both sit bones on your seat so you're not leaning in one direction, the shoulder away from the ear, stretching, visualize the fingers touching. As you're ready, you're going to open up the palm and the inside of the elbow towards the ceiling and just keep visualizing it touching that opposite wall, stretching, opening up, stretching our body in the same way that we stretch our life, going into a little bit of discomfort, something that's a pattern interruption from what we're used to, but isn't so much that the body yells, right? So aching's okay. And then if that feels okay, you turn the palm down and back around the opposite way. So twisting in an opposite rotation. Again, don't do that if it's too much. Keep breathing, breathing there. You might feel this through your wrist and forearm. Take one more breath. And release, shake it out. And then look, ta-da, arms are the same length. And just relax your arms, close your eyes. Notice how that feels. If you want to move your head or neck or anything, move your shoulders, you can, but just observe how that feels. And remember, as you are asked to be stretched in your own life, how it's okay for there to be discomfort. It's okay for there to be ache. After that, there's oftentimes a release of energy, but you want to go slow enough and listen to the body, listen to your life if you're getting so far out of your comfort zone that it feels painful, okay? Anyway, thanks for playing along with my little parlor trick, and have a beautiful day.